The Cavs core 4 in 3 seasons. Okay.
Don't
Lost
matter.
to the Knicks 4-1 opening round. Lost
Got
to the
dogged.
4-1.
Got dogged.
4-1 in the second round. Lost to the Pacers 4-1 in the second round. Channing has some questions. Perk, do we start with one from Channing and then you reveal your first question?
Well, Allie, I didn't have a question.
Okay.
I just had something to get off my chest. So you could go to Shannon, but I have something that I want to get off my chest.
And then Rich, I don't know if you have questions, thoughts, comments, concerns. I know you're really in your feels, so you just add where you would like.
Well, here, let me start with this. Let me just start with this. And this is...
We have the questions. We're not
escaping them. I need new questions. These are new questions. Because I thought about it. It's really been bothering me. We're not going to... I'll leave Darius Garland to other people. I'll leave Donovan Mitchell to other people.
Why?
Jared Allen is not a playoff big man. That is my statement. He is not physically dominant. He is not aggressive. And the thing that I think, is he a good dude? Absolutely. Is he a great regular season all-star caliber player? Absolutely. Do you know what bothered me the most about that series? Do you ever watch the film when DeAndre Hunter got hit in his stomach and everyone ran over? Mm-hmm. Do you ever watch when there's a little scuffle where he is at all times? At some point, as the main dude, the biggest dude on your team, you gotta fuck somebody up once in a while. Where were you? Last night, I was like, yo, because I was trying, like, hey, he has great hands, finishes solid. I asked my son to watch him. My son was like, ooh, is he still in the game? Didn't even know. You look at that play when Halliburton hit the 3, you look at his effort on those plays. Now, also, this is what we heard. Remember last year, his little ribby wibbies was hurt and didn't play through that. My thing is, at a certain point, craziness is trying to do the same thing and expect a different result. He is a great NBA player. If you want to win a chip, no other big man respects him. Miles Turner was whooping his ass. Pascal Siakam was going at him. Like, you look at that Knicks series 3 years ago, they were dogging him out, Mitchell Robinson and whoever else. To me, he needs it. I don't care what he works on this summer. He got to work on this and this. He got to work on those two things. Keep yourself in shape. Keep the fro tight. Work on those two things because you're being exposed now as soft. And that's just my thing. That's the worst thing in the league to be exposed as. That was my rant.
At First Street Baptist Church, it's hot in there, right? So it's no, those old ladies, they start catching the Holy Ghost. You see them fans come out when the preacher started preaching. That was the gospel right there. I'm glad somebody finally stood up and said something about how soft these guys are. Like, that's what it came down to. This series came down to physicality and like who wanted it the most. And what we saw the Pacers. I don't know if people really look at what the Pacers do defensively, but Miles Turner, I'm watching him, the way he fucking hedges out on pick and roll.
Oh, it's crazy.
People could overlook that shit and say, oh,
that's hard because it takes you away. It takes you away and makes you have to come back. And splitting and making sure you don't because if you get split, you dead. So his
hedges with physicality. They perimeter players switch with physicality, including Tyrese Halliburton. They were instigators this entire series, starting shit, whether it was hard fouls, whatever the case may be. Donovan Mitchell, we don't want to hear it, brother. We don't want to hear it. This is why we don't want to hear this shit about, what he said in this alley. What did he say yesterday? We're going to what?
In this count us out or something.
What? Are you talking about Donovan?
Yeah.
Y'all are going to write us the fuck off. And
You're
it's just
damn
going
right
to be motivation and fuel.
You fucking right we are, because we don't believe you. We don't believe you. A Donovan Mitchell-led team has never been to the conference finals. Donovan Mitchell, you got a coach fired. You got JB Bickerstaff fired. This is a fact. You had no communication with that man while he was there. You didn't like him, right? Soon as he got fired, you got signed to a contract extension, right? You extended with the Cavs. Now, this is why I point that out. Because, see, trying to win a championship and going through the process of winning a championship, that shit ain't fun. That shit is stressful as fuck, right? That shit takes when you walk into practice facilities, and guess what? You may hate your coach that day because he's bringing out the best of you or holding you accountable, right? JB Bickerstaff brought structure. He was trying to bring structure and accountability to that locker room to bring what Shannon just highlighted, the dog out of them dudes, right? Like, we're not sitting up here questioning whether or not Detroit is some dogs. We ain't questioning shit about that. We know that they some dogs. And it started with JB Bickerstaff. I'm not sitting up here knocking Kenny Atkinson, right? But Kenny Atkinson gave them guys too much leeway of like, yo, it's fun. No, the fuck it ain't. It's fun in the regular season. That shit's stressful as hell in the postseason. You losing fucking sleep. You're not brushing your fucking teeth. You're not fucking doing nothing you don't shit, shave, or bathe until you see better days when you're trying to win the NBA championship. It is that fucking hard. Like, you have to be that committed. It's no joking around. You know the one thing I hate in the series, and maybe I'm over the top, but I hate throughout the course of a series when you may see a team when they like win a game in the series, and then all of a sudden the camera goes to the bench and the series is far from being over, and you see guys on the bench like smiling and laughing. I'm like, it ain't shit to smile about until the fucking series is over. Like, that's how serious this shit is if you really about winning a championship. So now, all of a sudden, we are here now, again, a Donovan Mitchell-led team that had all the pieces. You make a trade at the deadline to go get a DeAndre Hunter, who's, by the way, I'm calling him soft as well, too, because you don't sit out a game 2, I believe it was, but for a dislocated thumb, bro. Like, fuck no. You don't sit out a fucking game 2 for a dislocated thumb. Evan Mobley, you sit out game 2 but play game 3 because you have a little pain and soreness in your fucking ankle sprain. See, that's the difference of mentality when you look at those guys and Donovan Mitchell. How many times y'all watched that game last night and the camera went on Donovan and it was like Donovan wanted the world to know that his ankle was sore and that he was pushing through it and he was getting through the pain, and he wanted y'all to know that I'm giving it my all, y'all, but I got a sore ankle. Go look at Anthony Edwards and what happened to him game 2. We ain't heard shit about it. Put the camera on him. He ain't said a word about it. We don't see no facial expressions. We don't see none of that.
Jalen Brunson went to the back like 3 games.
That poor dude's ankles, man. Give him a damn. He needs the Alonzo Mornings. He needs some wrestling shoes. Get the ankles right.
Whatever he goes to but he ain't missing no games, RJ.
True.
And whatever he goes in the locker room, back there in the locker room and do, I don't know if it's some fucking magic powers, some water, whatever the fuck he's getting, he come back and he finished the game in great fashion.
It's like the ping pong balls. No one gets to see what the fuck. Just kidding.
Don't do that. Hey, so to sum it up, this Cavs team, they was just fucking soft. They were soft. It's no other way to slice it and dice it. They were soft.
This is what I would say. We've seen it long enough, and you guys would agree. If they don't bite as a puppy, they won't bite as a dog.
Ooh!
If they won't bite as a puppy, they won't bite as a dog.
If they don't bark as a puppy, they're not gonna bite as a dog.
Whatever, either one. If they don't, I'm saying if they don't bite, I don't want bark. A lot of motherfuckers bark in this league. I want a puppy that bites. If they don't bite as a puppy, they ain't gonna bite as a dog.
You don't want no puppy.
But hear what I'm saying. Well, sometimes when they're young teams, you're like, oh well, they're young, they'll figure it out. Well, the puppies are turning into dogs and they still not biting, and we trying to figure out, to Channing's point, right, of Jared Allen, to the point of when you start looking at like how they're going to defend, whether it's, you know, Darius Garland, when you're pointing out that you got your ankle tweaked, which I don't ever question injuries. None of us do.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't question that. But we've been in enough battles to know that if your ankle's tweaked and you're down 0-1 and you're down 0-1 at home, you looking right and you're like, wait, he not gonna play? All of us can't not play. That's honestly, and again, this is a very delicate thing that we're gonna say. As a player, I won't say me. When you're like, wait, all three of us aren't playing, somebody gotta go. Somebody's gotta help this out. We down 0-1. We might fuck around, be down 0-2. If that's not your mentality that I'm gonna push through this shit, or somebody has to.